Hi, this is Kevin Thomas with Progressive Pulse on the set of Little Shop of Horrors, which turns out to be one of my most favorite productions of a musical of all time, comparing it better than the Broadway version, better than off-Broadway. It's very organic and full of so many surprises. And I was lucky I found the two lead stars just walking around this little Skid Row neighborhood. This is Bryn Locks. Hi, Bryn.
Hi, nice
And
to
this
be here.
is John R. Lewis.
Hello, how's it going?
Now, John R. Lewis, you seem as shy as Seymour. Like, where's your personality? I mean, are you really this shy?
Oh no, not at all. I was always told to tone it down for the camera. You know, I usually try to fill every single room that I'm in. I promise you that. I don't know. I'm a little surprised.
Well, John, you're not filling the room. You still you seem suddenly Seymour-ish.
Well, isn't that a good thing though?
Well, it is, even though, like Seymour, you're Seymour. I just wanted to take home and meet my mama. He was like the sweetest, most innocent person ever, even though he did murder. But now,
Yeah, there is that.
but, besides mama, I want to be able to have a little dark side of you. Do you have a dark side, John?
Doesn't everybody? I mean, I think so. I mean, when I was auditioning for the show, that was something that our fantastic director, Nick Olivero, said was sort of integral to this entire show. He said that everybody sort of had to find the real gritty, dark side. We were going to try and lose as much of the camp as possible, and that he didn't want Rick Moranis coming through.
No, you really made this your own part. And actually, Bryn, you did too. One thing I really wanted to ask you is, what's her name? Audrey. I couldn't think of her name for a second. Audrey, you don't even take on the voice of Ellen Green or the part of Audrey. Did they ask you not to do that? Was that your decision?
Actually, I was very nearly not cast because I look so much like Ellen Green's Audrey. I think that a big part of the reason that I got this part is because my voice is 2 octaves lower. My singing voice is also a lot grittier, a lot realer than that sort of campy Broadway feel. And instead of playing off of a character that had already been created, I played off of one that I found through investigating what it would be like to grow up on Skid Row and to have the sort of life that she had. So instead of playing this sort of ditzy New York accent, very soft-spoken, she still has her own voice, but she is still, a beaten down woman, unfortunately, in a lot of ways.
Well, I thought that was so brave of you because that voice is so well known. Every person that ever played Audrey had that voice. So at the beginning, I wasn't with you, but then you won me over because you made the part your own. So thank you for that, Bryn.
Oh, yeah, absolutely. And that was definitely also, we had a few meetings before ever starting rehearsing, John and I with Nick, talking to him about how to develop our characters without bringing in those cliched, very well-known sort of characters and making it a part that's actually coming from the script as opposed to from some other playing part. So.
We also were going to talk to Kelly Sanchez. I saw him earlier, but I don't know what happened to him. Do you guys know what happened to Kelly?
I'm not certain. Yeah, I saw him too.
Okay.
We found him.
I think
Sorry,
Kelly,
guys.
he sounds regurgitated from Audrey Jr. It's not in the show.
In the belly of the beast.
So now, Kelly, you're in the show, but you play a part that was always been a woman's role. I mean, how'd you think about the big change? Are you going to do the big change in real life and become a woman?
No, but no, definitely not. But it was a role that they were struggling to cast from the get-go, and I was originally cast as an ensemble member and understudy Seymour, and so they were just kind of really struggling to find a man who could have the falsetto high range to do what the trio girls could do.
Because you're better eye candy, okay? A little Abercrombie and Fidget. And also, the other real reason is this trio of girls are doing a lot of set movement. I bet you there's a little more muscle needed than, some women are like,
the entire cast does a lot of the set movement. I mean, it's definitely everybody who's in it is not just playing the part that's on stage. Everyone is hands-on and every piece of the puzzle, I think.
you really got to get down to the Boxcar Theater. I have been to Broadway. I've been to the West End. I've seen many musicals. I think I've seen every Broadway musical that's playing right now. And I say Little Shop of Horrors, done by the Boxcar Theater people, is one of the best productions I've ever seen. I was surprised, happy, and there's so many things I want to tell you about it, but I can't because I'll ruin it. So go see it yourself, darn it.